Hello, today I'm going to show you some backgrounds that are fun to paint on. And I sometimes make bubbles and like underwater those fishing. And sometimes I just do it as a background that's kind of playful and fun. See just up there. And then I wanted you to see that I ombre with my sponges. And so my sponge sets on my Facebook. No, my sponge sets on my website, which is onestroke.com. So, and if you're a member of the One Stroke Advantage here, right here on YouTube, you get 20% off all the time with the code that's on your membership. So it starts at like $9.99 a month. So $10, less than $10 and by a penny. And I teach you, you get all the free relax and paint every week, and you get the free what do we do? Oh, these practice strokes that teach you little tips and tricks. Plus, you get 20% off with a coupon every month. And so I wanted to share that with you. But I want you to see that I put citrus green and I went across the background, and then this blends. So I picked up teal and I went across here, and then I picked up stronger teal to go to the bottom. So that underneath is ombre, right? And I was gonna say for this background, I can sand off the nub because I still fill them. All right, there we go. So when you paint, you're smooth on here, okay? So that's a good reason for the back on here that I put, but it also keeps your fingers to be able to not put your finger through my sponge to get there. And these are one stroke painter sponges. All right, so what I want to share with you is that the paints I'm using are Folk Art multi-surface paint, and this has got a satin finish, but it's for wood, metal, ceramic, indoor, outdoor, because there's a sealer inside. I just want to share that with you. So you don't have to then varnish on top of your projects, and you can put on mailboxes outside, glassware, wood, metal, and this is just like a Dollar Tree little thin piece, but I just wanted you to see. Something else I have are scrapers, but you can use an old room key for a hotel or your old charge cards that we don't want to use. All right, so I'm going to show you that I just picked up the colors on here, and then I'm going to turn this upside down. I want you to see that you don't scrape it on like this. You kind of sputter it on here. All right, so I'm going to come across, and then I'm going to tap some white in here. So what I'd like is to get a sputtered look. All right, and real quick, we can do a really fun background finish. All right, so then I will still paint my flowers or whatever, a turtle, whatever you want to paint on there. All right, so you want to keep these clean, and there's like 4 of them in the set. So these are really fun, and they're right on my site. They're called scrapers. All right, so that's one thing. And I got paint all over me already. All right, so now I want to show you that you can get my sets of daubers online, and this is going to help you do these bubbles. All right, so this is what you do. This sponge is dry when you start. All right, and so with my other sponge, the sponge, you might wet your fingers slightly, but you don't want much water on that. So listen, I'm going to pick up some teal and then some citrus green and teal. All right. So if I use this on here right now, it would be kind of just dark. But see, I can put a few of these on here. All right. So we're going to put more. Work it in, work it in. All right. So look, those are going to be darker. You see that? And I have, it comes in a set, you get smaller ones with it. So I'll make the bubbles where they get smaller and smaller. But see, I want you to see that these are darker than, doesn't that look like it has a glow in it? You're going to see a little glow here only because it's over white, but this is not going to have the white I just picked up from there. Okay, I missed my point here, but let me show you now. I'm going to put a touch of white. I'm going to come back here and work it in. Okay, so then every time I do one of these, I'm going to work it in, and I'm going to get a glow You want the glue in one spot. All right. There we go. So now everywhere I twist, 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 you're going to get the same glow. All right. So it makes it kind of fun because look how fun those look. And this has a different glow because the white went on a different way. See that? So I'm going to come right here and go right back over what I just did, but put just a little bit of glow. So isn't that kind of fun? All right, so those are with the daubers, and they're very inexpensive and they're great, and you can get all kinds of sizes. All right, so now I want to show you another fun way to use backgrounds. All right, and then I'm going to paint a little something on this so you can see. This is crackle medium. So this is purple, but you really can't tell. It looks dark. So I was going to put lavender on it, but I didn't. And so this is how this happens. This is a small crackle. This is a big crackle. And we have this great crackle medium. And this is fail proof. This one right here is the one I always use. I never have problems with it. Now, what I want you to see, and I live in Florida where there's high humidity. So I put heavy paint if I want heavy cracks. I just did normal paint and I got those cracks. Okay. And then I pounce this one on with a brush or a sponge and I get eggshell. See the little, all right. So see the shiny on here? That's this that I've already brushed on. Okay. So let me show you. All right. Let me clean my brush. All right. So here it is. It's just a medium. And I pull this across here and you let that dry. All right, so don't blow dry it or anything. You just let that sit there and dry. Well, let's see. I did this a couple days ago. Let's see if it's going to work for us. All right, I might be surprised it might not work, but we'll see. So I'm going to use a bigger brush. I'm going to wet my brush. All right, pick up my paint. Now it should still crackle even though it was a couple days ago. All right. So this is what's going to happen. You're going to come right across here. And as I put it there, I have to be careful because it's going to start crackling while I'm making it happen here. All right. So yeah, see, I crackled this like 3 days. Oops, see, that's what happens. It gets messy. So you want to try to do it quick and only do one section at a time. All right. So what happens if I overlap it too much? It lifts it up and messes up what I was working on. But see, you can just let it crackle. It crackles right in front of you. How cool is that? Now, this is what I just did, and it's got to dry because you can see if I come over this, it's not going to crackle because it isn't dry yet. All right. So I might be surprised. Oh, I never tried that. It's starting to crackle, but it's just going to be in stripes because it wasn't dry. But look how cool that is. So just that much, and that's what happens. All right. And so this one, I didn't put as much paint on it. But this one, I put heavy. I just really put a heavy load on here. And it's the same process, the same medium, the same crackle medium, the same thing. And all I did was put a ton of paint on the brush and laid a ton of paint. So you might like one more than the other. So what I did a lot with this is like I did dining room tables. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. That is super wet. I just did it and look at it. I never knew that would happen. Okay, that's kind of cool. All right, so let me show you. I am going to, let's move that up here and let's get a couple of colors. For instance, I am going to do, I have these cool sponges too here. There's 8 different sizes like this, and you can look for these as daubers. This comes out, you can use 2 sides. And this is a smaller one, so it stages all the way down and up. And there's 8 different sizes, and inside there's 2. So you can take it out and wash it and put it back in. All right, these are on a stick, and these I think are 5 in a set. And the reason I'm showing you this is I'm just gonna do a little vine here. Let's see, let's put, this is my double loader, guys, see that? And you dampen this, I haven't dampened it yet because I just got through using it. You dampen that, you put it on here, this is called a double loader, and it helps you learn how to double load paint. The floating medium goes in the middle, and you put the colors next to each other you want to load, so I'll show you that. And that's my one-stroke double loader. I created that for people who are struggling with learning how to paint and how to double load. So it's fun. You will like it. Let me see. I'm gonna pull some purple and all my lids. Let's see. All my lids are closed. Okay. Let's put purple. This is violet pansy, but you could do plums and all too. But this is what I want to show you on here. I put purple in the background for a reason. All right. I'm going to pick up. Let me see. I had a 16 somewhere here. Okay. All right, guys. Maybe not. Maybe I'll put it away. Here we go. I'm going to use a 16 flat. Remember, all my green handle brushes come in a value pack, and which is a great deal. It's less than like $19.95. And you can 10 brushes, 10 most used brushes. All right. So look, I'm going to come here and pick up a couple of colors here. I'm going to dip in the medium. And see, I picked up in between the two. I come here and work it in, and I'm ready to go. So what I want to do is I am going to go across this. Now, what I want you to see is if you don't want this to crackle your painting, then I put a sealer on top of this. I can spray a sealer, which we have, but usually we stroke on a varnish, water-based varnish. All right. And then it will keep it from crackling more. All right. So this is going to crackle because I didn't seal it. All right. So what I mean is it's going to crackle my painting now. And that probably won't show unless I'm doing a major leaf or something. All right. So what's going to happen? Let me move that out of the way. We are going to come here and pick up citrus green and sap green. Okay, I definitely need medium. So I dip in the medium and I work that in. Okay. Now, what I want to do is oops, I just dropped this. Okay. I hope you're liking what I'm sharing with you today. Daubers are wonderful. Crackling is great. I want you to see that you can do a couple of leaves that are shaded already just by how you pick up the paint. All right, so we'll pick it up here. I split my brush, then I go in a cubby and just stroke it. Now, look what I'm going to do here. I'm going to come to pick up some more sap green, dark green. I'm going to come right here and make a big leaf. This is like a big grape leaf, which they're usually fancier than this leaf. Okay. All right, then I'm going to come right into the middle of that leaf. All right, more paint. And so this is starting to crackle a little bit, you'll see. All right, look at this. If I'm doing grape leaves, they get fancier. Okay, I can even put some burnt sienna in this, look. Out and look at that. Isn't that a cool leaf? All right, so now what I want you to see is I can just do a couple smaller ones, but I am going to put some grapes on here. All right, so I'm going to pick up purple and a little bit of white. See that? And so I'm going to twist that. Tap, 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 tap. And look, I'm going to push, twist, twist. After you get it going, then it works really nice because this is going to pick up a few brown, a little bit of green. All right, so I'm going to go get a little bit more, a little bit of white. All right. I can come back in here. I can tap in just one area to get it thicker or darker. See how that is? Okay. Now, I'm just going to do this for a minute, but I'm going to show you that we can make it just one cluster of grapes, or we can do more. Okay. Okay, now I have the smaller daubers. Let's get the smaller one. And I can come in here with a little bit of citrus maybe. And I can put a few little green. Look at that. They're just starting to ripen. So you tap and put, twist, twist. Okay, a little bit of citrus. All right. Okay. Now that's what I was wanting to share with you today. You just throw them in the basin, wash those. I'm going to come in here and just do a little inky. So backgrounds, crackling, how fun crackling is. It's starting to a little bit crackle, but it might not crackle much. Let's see. All right. So look, I'm going to come right here and do some curls in there. And I'm going to sign it. And then this definitely needs to be sealed if it's on your dining room table, like I've done many times, or on cabinet doors. You really have to take and seal it. See how I can do outlines. Look at this. All right, and one thing you can do when this is all shaded and done even, you could come in here and get some floating medium, and let's pick up some burnt umber. Now look what happens to it to come up under here. Oops, I picked up that green, darn it. We can put some little shades of green in here. Okay, but the difference is when I pick up that medium and I put a little bit of burnt umber, look at it, see there compared to there to there, it gives you shading. Watch this, and I'm laying it down flat, and I'm laying that down flat. See how that just gives you depth there? Okay. All right. So you can make the purple a little bit darker, but all those happen that quick with daubers. I don't even use a flat brush anymore to paint grapes because why would I? Because you can get them so great just like that. All right, so here we go. This had heavier paint. This had the heaviest paint. Oh, look at this. Oh, that's weird. See, that's what happens. It's not a really nice crackle because it wasn't dry. So you wouldn't want to do that. I was just surprised it was crackling. All right, so this is all ready for you to paint on. And so you put a base coat of whatever color. This was purple. This was linen. Then you coat the whole thing with crackle medium. Okay, let it dry. So even an hour. All right, let it totally dry. See, this is, I just did before we started, it's still a little damp. Then you pick out what color you want on top. I wanted the linen on top of here, and I wanted burnt umber on top of here. All right. And I did a lot of tables like this. And because you can do this, wait a minute, let me go back. Now you have to seal it. So, because this is open, the crackle is open. So you have to seal it with a nice couple of water-based sealer on top, depending if you're on a dining room table or whatever, you would put more. All right. If you're on a craft project, you wouldn't have to. But I just want you to see that I have done many dining room tables where this is crackled all the way around the edge. I did grapes or fruit or whatever. Then seal it, and then I antiqued edges, like on the edges with my like burr number paint, the brown paint. Let's see, I don't know if I can show you that because I have all kinds of stuff on here. But I just want you to know it's a killer process. And I used to do carousel horses and put them on poles and stuff and jeweled them for people. Oh, oh, oh. I got crackle medium. I didn't want that. I was thinking it's floating medium. Okay, thank you for watching today. Please go check out my membership. It's like $2.50 a week. So y'all check it out. You might like it. And I've got over 800 videos up, more than you probably ever will watch. But some people binge on them and it's kind of fun. But it also lets you know every time I'm doing a live, and I do bargains on my lives, okay? So look how cool if you age the edges. Okay, there we go. I hope you like this. Please give me your opinions on what you'd like to see. If you were happy learning this, if you want to know more about crackling, just say, hey, I didn't understand this, and I will be sure to answer you. All right, thank you so much. I'm Donna Dewberry with my Donna Dewberry channel, doing one-stroke painting and more. See you next time. Bye-bye.